Have you ever looked in the mirror and wondered when those dark spots decided to make your face their permanent home? I'm Dr. Michael Harris, and after 25 years of practicing integrative medicine, I need to tell you something that might completely change how you think about those stubborn age spots that seem to multiply faster than weeds in a spring garden. What if I told you that everything you've been told about aging skin, all those expensive creams, laser treatments, and dermatologist visits, might be addressing the wrong problem entirely? Here's what's going to shock you. Those spots aren't starting on your skin's surface where you can see them. They're actually warning signals from deep inside your body, screaming about deficiencies that most doctors never think to check. I can't tell you how many patients walk into my Denver clinic feeling defeated, their confidence shattered by spots that appeared seemingly overnight. Just last month, Margaret, a vibrant 67-year-old grandmother from Phoenix, sat in my office with tears in her eyes after spending over $3,000 on treatments that not only failed but actually made her skin worse. 3 different dermatologists had told her this was just normal aging, and she should learn to live with it. But here's what none of them discovered. Margaret's age spots weren't caused by time or sun damage alone. They were her body's desperate attempt to show us that critical minerals weren't reaching where they needed to go. What I'm about to share with you goes against everything the beauty industry wants you to believe about aging healthily. You see, when you're over 60, your digestive system changes in ways that make it nearly impossible to absorb essential minerals from food, even if you're eating what you think is a perfectly healthy diet. It's like having a smartphone with a dying battery. Everything still works, but much slower and less reliably. This mineral starvation is what's really behind those dark spots, the dull skin, the fatigue, and that feeling like you're losing your youthfulness with each passing day. But here's the incredible news that I wish every person over 60 knew. Once you understand which specific minerals your body is crying out for and how to deliver them in a way your changing digestive system can actually use, the transformation can be absolutely remarkable. I'm not talking about more expensive supplements or complicated routines. I'm talking about simple, practical strategies using foods you can find at any grocery store, strategies that work with your body's natural aging process instead of fighting against it. Margaret's spots began fading within just 6 weeks, and more importantly, her confidence and energy returned in ways that surprised even me. In the next few minutes, I'm going to reveal exactly what causes those spots to appear after 60, why conventional treatments fail so miserably, and most importantly, the specific mineral protocol that's helped hundreds of my patients reclaim their skin confidence and overall vitality. You'll discover the 3 critical minerals that most people over 60 are desperately lacking, how to identify the warning signs your body is sending you right now, and the simple daily routine that can help you maintain autonomy as an elderly person while supporting your immune system in old age. This isn't about accepting aging, it's about aging on your own terms, with the knowledge and tools to feel vibrant and confident in your own skin. But first, let me tell you about the hidden deficiencies that might be stealing your youthfulness right under your nose. After 25 years practicing integrative medicine here in Denver, Colorado, I've seen thousands of patients walk through my doors. But there's one case that still gives me chills, and it completely changed how I approach aging healthily. Margaret, a 67-year-old grandmother from Phoenix, Arizona, came to me with tears in her eyes. She'd been struggling with dark spots covering her cheeks and forehead, feeling like she was losing her youthfulness with each passing day. What she didn't know was that her skin wasn't just getting old, it was screaming for help from the inside. Here's what most folks don't realize about maintaining health in old age. Those age spots, wrinkles, and dull skin aren't starting on the surface where you can see them. They're actually beginning deep within your cells, like a garden that's not getting the right nutrients. Think of your skin as a beautiful tapestry. When the threads underneath start fraying, the whole picture changes. Margaret had been applying expensive creams from Nordstrom for months, thinking she could fix what was happening on the outside. But I'll tell you something that might surprise you. Your skin is simply a mirror reflecting what's happening in your bloodstream, your liver, and your cellular powerhouses. When I explained this to Margaret during our consultation at my clinic, I could see the relief wash over her face. Dr. Harris, she said, 3 dermatologists told me this was just normal aging, that I should accept it. But here's the thing about how to be a healthy, elderly person. Acceptance doesn't mean giving up on feeling vibrant and confident. I've learned from studying integrative medicine that our bodies are incredibly intelligent systems. When Margaret's skin started developing those concerning dark patches, it wasn't random or inevitable. It was her body's way of showing us that essential minerals weren't reaching where they needed to go. The breakthrough came when we ran comprehensive mineral panel tests that most conventional doctors here in the States simply don't think to order. What we discovered blew both of us away. Margaret had severe deficiencies in zinc, copper, and magnesium, despite eating what she thought was a healthy diet. Her immunity in the elderly years had been compromised not because of her age, but because her body couldn't properly utilize the nutrients she was consuming. It's like having a car with a full gas tank but a clogged fuel line. The resources are there, but they're not getting to the engine. This revelation about nutrition for the elderly opened up a whole new world of possibilities for Margaret's health journey. Within just 6 weeks of addressing these hidden deficiencies, her skin began to glow again, and more importantly, her confidence returned. She started telling her friends at the community center in Scottsdale about maintaining autonomy as an elderly person through proper mineral balance. But here's what really fascinated me as a physician. Margaret's transformation wasn't just about vanity or appearance. Her improved mineral status was affecting her immune system in old age in ways that would protect her for years to come. And that's when I realized there's so much more to this story that every person over 60 needs to understand. Let me tell you more about Margaret's journey before she found me, because her story mirrors what I see with so many women seeking youthfulness in the elderly years. This vibrant grandmother had spent nearly $3,000 over 8 months trying everything her friends in Arizona recommended. She tried prescription retinoids from her dermatologist in Tempe, expensive vitamin C serums from Sephora, and even those trendy Korean skincare routines her daughter ordered from Amazon. Each morning, she'd look in the mirror hoping to see improvement, but instead, those dark spots seemed to multiply like weeds in a neglected garden. The frustration in Margaret's voice was heartbreaking when she described her experience with 3 different specialists across the Phoenix metropolitan area. One doctor suggested laser treatments costing $2,500 per session, another recommended chemical peels, and a third simply prescribed hydroquinone cream that made her skin so sensitive she couldn't even enjoy her morning walks in the beautiful Arizona sunshine. Dr. Harris, she told me during that first consultation, I felt like I was throwing money into a black hole while watching my confidence disappear. This is exactly why I'm so passionate about how to maintain autonomy as an elderly person. It starts with getting real answers, not just expensive band-aids. What really broke my heart was learning about the home remedies Margaret had tried based on advice from her bridge club friends in Scottsdale. She'd applied lemon juice mixed with honey, creating painful burns on her already fragile skin. She tried apple cider vinegar masks that left her face red and inflamed for days. One well-meaning friend suggested turmeric paste, which stained her pillowcases yellow and did absolutely nothing for those stubborn spots. Each failed attempt made her feel more defeated, and I could see how this was affecting her overall approach to aging healthily. She was starting to believe that feeling good in her own skin was just impossible at her age. The turning point came when I explained something that no other healthcare provider had mentioned. Her skin issues weren't a cosmetic problem requiring cosmetic solutions. Margaret's immune system in old age was struggling because her body couldn't properly absorb and utilize essential minerals that are crucial for maintaining health in old age. Think of it like trying to bake a perfect cake with missing ingredients. No matter how expensive your oven or how fancy your techniques, without the right components, you'll never get the results you want. Her body was literally starving for zinc, copper, and magnesium at the cellular level. Within just 4 weeks of starting our targeted mineral protocol, something amazing happened that still gives me goosebumps. Margaret called me from her kitchen in Phoenix, practically shouting with excitement. Dr. Harris, my neighbor asked if I'd gotten work done. Her dark spots were fading, her skin had regained that healthy glow, and most importantly, her confidence was soaring. She started wearing sleeveless tops again, stopped avoiding her reflection in store windows, and even signed up for a photography class at the senior center. But here's what's truly remarkable about nutrition for the elderly. Margaret's transformation was just the tip of the iceberg. The real magic happens when you understand exactly which minerals your body needs most after 60 and why your digestion might not be absorbing them properly. Now, let me share something that a groundbreaking study from Tokyo University revealed about aging healthily, and it's going to change how you think about nutrition for the elderly forever. After age 60, your digestive system starts working like an old car engine that needs more time to warm up. Your stomach produces about 40% less acid than it did in your 30s, which means those essential minerals in your food are literally passing through your body without being absorbed. It's like trying to unlock a door with the wrong key. The minerals are there, but your body can't access them properly. This is why so many of my patients in Colorado Springs and Denver come to me feeling frustrated about maintaining health in old age despite eating what they think are healthy diets. Here's where it gets really fascinating from a medical standpoint. Zinc, copper, and magnesium are like the holy trinity of youthfulness in the elderly. Zinc is your body's master repair mineral. It's involved in over 300 enzymatic reactions and is absolutely crucial for skin healing and immune function. When Margaret's zinc levels were low, her skin couldn't repair the daily damage from Arizona's intense UV rays. Copper works hand in hand with zinc to build collagen, that precious protein that keeps your skin firm and elastic. Think of collagen as the scaffolding of a building. Without enough copper, that scaffolding starts to crumble, leading to sagging and wrinkles that make people feel like they're losing their youthfulness. Magnesium is perhaps the most underestimated mineral when it comes to how to be a healthy, elderly person. I call it the relaxation mineral because it's involved in over 600 biochemical reactions in your body, including muscle function, nerve transmission, and energy production. When my patients over 65 complain about restless nights, muscle cramps in their calves, or that constant feeling of fatigue, I immediately suspect magnesium deficiency. Your liver, which is already working harder to process medications and environmental toxins as you age, becomes less efficient at converting magnesium into its active form. It's like having a smartphone with a dying battery. Everything still works, but much slower and less reliably. What makes this even more challenging for maintaining autonomy as an elderly person is that these three minerals work together like a perfectly choreographed dance. Too much zinc can actually block copper absorption, leading to anemia and weakness. Too little magnesium affects how your cells use zinc, creating a cascade of problems that show up as poor immunity in the elderly, slow wound healing, and yet those stubborn age spots that seem to appear overnight. I've seen patients in Tucson and Albuquerque who were taking zinc supplements religiously, but still having problems because they didn't understand this delicate balance. It's like trying to play a symphony with missing instruments. The solution isn't just about popping supplements from your local Walgreens or CVS. It's about understanding how your changing digestive system affects mineral absorption after 60. Your pancreas produces fewer enzymes, your intestinal lining becomes less permeable, and your kidneys don't regulate mineral balance as efficiently as they once did. This is why I always tell my patients that the immune system in old age requires a completely different approach than what worked in their 40s and 50s. The good news? Once you understand these changes and work with them instead of against them, the results can be absolutely remarkable. But there's something else that's equally important to understand about mineral balance, something that could explain why you might be experiencing symptoms you've been attributing to just getting older. Here's something that shocked me early in my career, and it might surprise you too. Sometimes having too much of a good thing can be just as dangerous as having too little. I remember Dorothy, a 72-year-old retired teacher from Flagstaff, Arizona, who came to me exhausted and confused after taking high-dose zinc supplements for 6 months. She'd read online that zinc was good for immunity in the elderly, so she figured more would be better. What she didn't realize was that excess zinc was blocking her copper absorption, leaving her with chronic fatigue, joint pain, and ironically, worse skin than when she started. It's like trying to water a garden with a fire hose, good intentions, but you end up drowning the very thing you're trying to help grow. The tricky thing about maintaining health in old age is that mineral imbalances often masquerade as normal aging symptoms that we're told to just accept. When I see patients complaining about afternoon energy crashes, I immediately think about their magnesium levels. When someone mentions those annoying leg cramps that wake them up at 3 a.m., or that restless feeling that makes it impossible to get comfortable in bed, magnesium deficiency is usually the culprit. But here's what most doctors miss. These aren't just minor inconveniences. Poor sleep affects your body's ability to repair skin cells overnight, which directly impacts youthfulness in the elderly. It's like trying to renovate a house while people are still living in it. The work never gets done properly. Let me paint you a picture of what zinc excess looks like because it's more common than you'd think, especially among health-conscious seniors who shop at stores like Whole Foods and Trader Joe's. Too much zinc creates a domino effect that's absolutely fascinating from a medical perspective. First, you'll notice unusual fatigue that doesn't improve with rest. I'm talking about that bone-deep tiredness that makes simple tasks feel overwhelming. Then comes the digestive upset, nausea, stomach cramping, and that metallic taste in your mouth that makes even your favorite foods taste like pennies. Your immune system in old age actually becomes weaker, not stronger, because zinc and copper need to work in perfect harmony for optimal immunity in the elderly. On the flip side, magnesium deficiency creates its own unique constellation of symptoms that most people dismiss as just getting older. I've had patients from Sedona to Santa Fe tell me about muscle twitches in their eyelids, chocolate cravings that seem to come out of nowhere, and that anxious feeling that makes their hearts race for no apparent reason. One patient, Helen from Albuquerque, described it perfectly. Dr. Harris, I feel like my body is a car with a parking brake on. Everything takes more effort than it should. Magnesium deficiency affects how to be a healthy elderly person at the most fundamental level because it's involved in energy production in every single cell of your body. What's really concerning is how these imbalances create a vicious cycle that accelerates aging. When your minerals are out of whack, your skin can't maintain its natural repair processes, leading to those age spots and wrinkles that seem to appear overnight. Your sleep quality deteriorates, which affects growth hormone production, the very hormone responsible for maintaining youthfulness as we age. Your energy plummets, making it harder to stay active and maintain independence. I've seen too many vibrant people in their 60s and 70s slowly lose their spark simply because no one taught them about maintaining autonomy as an elderly person through proper mineral balance. But here's the incredible news. Once you know exactly what your body needs and how to give it those nutrients in the right way, the transformation can be absolutely remarkable, and it starts with understanding nutrition for the elderly in a completely new way. Now here's where everything changes, and I want you to forget everything you think you know about supplements and quick fixes. The secret to aging healthily isn't found in expensive bottles at GNC or Vitamin Shop. It's hiding in plain sight at your local Kroger, Safeway, or even Walmart. Real nutrition for the elderly starts with understanding that your body after 60 needs a completely different approach than the one-size-fits-all advice you'll find in most health magazines. Think of it like learning a new language. The alphabet is the same, but the grammar rules have completely changed. I've helped hundreds of patients from Tucson to Colorado Springs transform their health simply by making strategic food choices that work with their changing digestive systems, not against them. Let me give you some real, practical examples that you can start implementing today to support youthfulness in the elderly. For zinc, forget those hard-to-digest supplements that often cause stomach upset. Instead, focus on pumpkin seeds. Just 1 ounce, about a handful, provides nearly 20% of your daily zinc needs in a form your body can actually use. Oysters are zinc powerhouses. 2-6 medium oysters give you more zinc than most people get in a week. For my patients who don't like seafood, I recommend grass-fed beef from stores like Whole Foods or your local butcher. A 3-ounce serving provides about 25% of your daily zinc requirement. The key is consistency, not massive doses that shock your system. Copper is trickier because it's found in smaller amounts across many foods. But here's my go-to strategy for maintaining health in old age. Dark chocolate, at least 70% cacao, isn't just a treat, it's medicine. 1 square provides about 10% of your daily copper needs, plus antioxidants that support skin health. Cashews, almonds, and sunflower seeds are copper gold mines that most people already have in their pantries. I tell my patients in Phoenix and Denver to aim for a small handful of mixed nuts daily. Shellfish like crab and lobster are also excellent sources, perfect excuse for that special dinner you've been putting off. The beauty of getting copper from food is that your body regulates absorption naturally, preventing the toxicity issues you can get from supplements. Magnesium is where most of my elderly patients see the most dramatic improvements in how to be a healthy elderly person, and the food sources are surprisingly accessible. Dark leafy greens like spinach and Swiss chard are magnesium champions. 1 cup of cooked spinach provides about 40% of your daily needs. But here's a tip that changed everything for Margaret. Soak your greens in a solution of water and apple cider vinegar for 10 minutes before cooking. This breaks down compounds that can block mineral absorption, making the magnesium more available to your body. Avocados, bananas, and even dark chocolate contribute significant amounts. For maintaining autonomy as an elderly person, I recommend starting your day with smoothie containing spinach, half an avocado, and a banana. You'll be amazed at the sustained energy you feel. But here's the game changer that most people miss. It's not just what you eat, it's how you support your digestive system's ability to extract these minerals. Your stomach acid production declines with age, so I recommend my patients sip warm lemon water 15 minutes before meals to stimulate acid production. Digestive enzymes from your local pharmacy can help break down proteins that bind minerals. And here's something that might surprise you. That afternoon cup of coffee you love? It can actually block mineral absorption for up to 6 hours. The solution isn't to give up coffee entirely, just timing it strategically. Most importantly, your liver needs support to process and distribute these minerals effectively, which means staying hydrated, limiting alcohol, and getting adequate sleep. When you combine the right foods with optimal digestion and liver support, the results aren't just about immunity in the elderly or immune system in old age. You're literally giving your body the tools it needs to maintain that vibrant, confident feeling that makes life worth living. And once you experience this transformation, you'll understand why I'm so passionate about sharing this knowledge with anyone who's ready to take control of their health journey. So here we are, and I have to ask you something that might make you a little uncomfortable. What are you going to do with this information? Are you going to close this video, go back to scrolling through Facebook, and continue wondering why those spots keep multiplying on your skin? Or are you finally ready to take control of your health and start aging healthily on your own terms? Because here's the truth that I've learned after 25 years of helping people over 60 reclaim their vitality. Knowledge without action is just expensive entertainment. You now know more about nutrition for the elderly and mineral balance than 95% of people your age, but knowing and doing are two completely different things. I want you to think about Margaret for a moment, that vibrant 67-year-old grandmother who transformed her skin and her confidence in just 6 weeks. What made the difference wasn't some miracle cure or expensive treatment. It was her decision to stop accepting that's just how aging works as an answer and start taking responsibility for maintaining health in old age. She made a choice to prioritize her well-being, to invest in understanding how to be a healthy elderly person, and to take daily action toward youthfulness in the elderly. The question is, are you ready to make that same choice? Or will you still be dealing with the same frustrations about your skin, your energy, and your confidence 6 months from now? Here's what I want you to do right now, today, before you forget everything you've learned. Go to your kitchen and check what foods you already have that support your immune system in old age. Do you have any pumpkin seeds, dark leafy greens, or avocados? Start there. Tomorrow, when you're at the grocery store, whether it's Kroger, Safeway, or Walmart, make a conscious choice to buy foods rich in zinc, copper, and magnesium instead of just grabbing your usual items. Take that first step toward maintaining autonomy as an elderly person by refusing to let mineral deficiencies control how you feel about yourself. Because every day you wait is another day, those hidden deficiencies are robbing you of the vibrant, confident person you're meant to be. But here's what really excites me about sharing this knowledge. You're not just changing your own life. When your friends and family see your transformation, when they notice your skin glowing, your energy increasing, and your confidence returning, they're going to want to know your secret. You'll become living proof that aging doesn't have to mean declining. You'll inspire your children and grandchildren to think differently about getting older. You'll show everyone around you that immunity and the elderly and youthfulness aren't just lucky genetics. They're choices we make every single day through the foods we eat and how we care for our bodies. Now, I need you to do something for me right now, and this is crucial for your transformation journey. In the comments below, I want you to type just one word that describes your biggest frustration with aging. Is it spots for those stubborn age marks, tired for that constant fatigue, or cramps for those midnight leg spasms? This isn't just engagement. When you publicly commit to identifying your problem, you're 70% more likely to take action to solve it. Plus, I personally read every single comment and often reply with specific advice tailored to your situation. Your comment might be exactly what saves another viewer from years of frustration and wasted money on treatments that don't work. And here's something I need to tell you. This video is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to everything I've learned about healthy aging in my 25 years of practice. If you found value in what we discussed today about mineral deficiencies and skin health, you absolutely need to subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell. Why? Because next week, I'm revealing the liver detox protocol that helped 78-year-old Robert from Colorado Springs reduce his age spots by 60% in just 8 weeks, something that shocked even me as his doctor. And the week after that, I'll share the 3-minute morning routine that's helping my patients over 65 maintain the energy levels they had in their 50s. But here's the reality. YouTube's algorithm won't show you these life-changing videos unless you subscribe and turn on notifications. I've seen too many people miss out on information that could transform their health simply because they didn't take that simple step. Don't let that be you. Hit subscribe now, ring that bell, and join our community of people who refuse to accept decline as inevitable. Your future self, the one with glowing skin, abundant energy, and unshakable confidence, is counting on the decision you make right now. So what's it going to be?